So there was something very interesting but very subtle that appeared in-game, and it was through the in-game forum system. Not a lot of people pay attention to it. I myself tend to overlook it sometimes, but I happened to see the notification. I clicked on it, and we're going to talk about what it showed. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Welcome back. I hope you are doing wonderful. I hope life is going well. I'm really excited to cover what I saw on the in-game forum. Again, I tend to overlook this. I'm sure a lot of you do as well. Maybe some of you do not, and you have already seen what we are going to be covering in this video, but I think it is very important. And I also have an opinion that I want to give on this addition, if you will, that's going to be coming to the game. But before we get going, as always, if you enjoy this video and want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are not already so you don't miss any future uploads. Let's try to get this video to at least 150 likes. Now let's go ahead and jump in to the bulletin board and cover exactly what I'm talking about. So we are now in the in-game bulletin board. This is where they post some announcements and stuff on to do with the forums, things like that. And we have a brand new officer coming to Warpath, Wings of Wanderlust. Now what we're going to do is talk about all of his skills and what you're going to get with each skill, and then I am going to give you my opinion afterwards because I am a little skeptical about this officer, and probably not for the reason you'd expect. So his first skill, his tactical skill, Dawn If You Dare. Tactical skill, prep time 8 seconds, forces an enemy ground force troop to focus its attack on this officer's troop for 4 seconds, making the enemy troop uncontrollable during this time. This effect increases the damage of this officer's troop by 80% and its damage resist by 55% for 4 seconds. Skill number 2, Bullseye, increases the normal attack damage of this officer's troop by 25% and its firing accuracy by 15%. Skill number 3, Let's Dance Partner. Whenever this officer's troop is attacked, it has a 20% chance to gain 3% damage resist for 8 seconds and can stack up to 10 times. So, simple math, if it does stack all 10 times, we're talking about 30% damage resist. And then his fourth skill, Just Getting Warmed Up, increases the damage of this officer's troop by 6% every second during combat. This effect can stack up to 5 times and resets when leaving combat. So same thing, we're talking about another 30% to the damage, assuming that it gets all of the stacks it's capable of getting. And then last but not least, the Fully Awakened skill, Now or Never, increases the damage of this officer's troop by 6% every second during combat. This effect can stack up to 5 times and resets when leaving combat. At maximum stacks, the attack of this officer's troop have a 30% chance to deal extra skill damage to the target, damage coefficient of 350, which can be triggered once every 2 seconds. So on kind of face value, first take here, this officer is absolutely going to be a versatile tagged officer, if you will. That's my opinion. I can see this going a ton of different ways. I can see it maybe making sense on like an infantry unit for certain situations. I can see it making sense on tanks. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could potentially do with this officer. But here's the thing. I'm getting a little bit concerned. And the reason I'm getting concerned is because I am sure this is going to be an exclusive lounge officer. And these skills and the numbers that this officer is going to be able to dish out are like insane. And of course, you definitely expect exclusive lounge officers to have a little bit more value there than just your standalone officers, just generally speaking. But you don't want them so far ahead, like leaps and bounds better than every other officer, that it's just going to kill any chance that players that don't have exclusive lounge officers have in combat. Now, to be fair, I haven't obviously ever played with this officer. I haven't done any testing with this officer. But on first take here, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned that the skills from these exclusive lounge officers are starting to get so high, and the gap is widening between these exclusive lounge officers and these free-to-play officers that it's just not going to remain competitive when somebody has an exclusive lounge officer. I mean, we're talking about 80 freaking percent damage. Now, yes, it is only for a period of time, but 80% is wild. That is absolutely wild. We're talking about damage resist of 55%, again, only for 4 seconds. But I mean, that is freaking crazy. On top of the fact you can stack normal attack damage with this officer, which is going to be increased by 25% when awakened. Firing accuracy, which is, I mean, it's not mind-blowing, but it will help, is going to be an additional 15%. But I mean, we're talking stacking damage on damage on damage. And it's going to, I don't know, again, I could be wrong, and I actually genuinely hope I am wrong in this situation, but I'm just a little bit concerned that these exclusive lounge officers, or at least this exclusive lounge officer in particular, assuming he is an exclusive lounge officer, is getting a little bit out of hand. Not a super long video, but I just wanted to make sure that I got you guys up to speed with the latest. As soon as I saw that, I knew I wanted to make a video about it right away. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you looking forward to this officer? Are you not? Do you think that fully awakened exclusive lounge officers, or just the exclusive lounge officer skills in general, are getting a little bit too crazy? Or do you think it's still remaining pretty balanced? I would love to hear any thoughts and opinions that you might have, again, in the comments. If you have made it this far into the video, if you have access to Discord and are not already in our community Discord server, the link to that is going to be in the description of the video below. Click on that link. It'll take you right into the community Discord server. Whether you are a new player, have questions, want to learn, whether you're a veteran player that just wants to come hang out and get to know more people in the community, doesn't matter. Absolutely everybody is welcome. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. We'll see you on the next one.